DevOps is not just about tools alone, but it is also a set of best practices which enable to bridge the gap between the development and operations teams in the areas of continuous integration and deployment by using an integrated set of tools to automate the software delivery. In this video, I list top 20 DevOps interview questions with answers with proper examples. To start DevOps interview questions and answers session, I request you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and press bell icon to get real-time updates of interview questions and answers, which is helping to prepare the interview.
What is the need for DevOps?
According to me, this answer should start by explaining the general market trend. Instead of releasing big sets of features, companies are trying to see if small features can be transported to their customers through a series of release trains. This has many advantages like quick feedback from customers, better quality of software, etc., which in turn leads to high customer satisfaction. To achieve this, companies are required to increase deployment frequency, lower failure rate of new releases, shortened lead time between fixes, faster mean time to recovery in the event of new release crashing. DevOps fulfills all these requirements and helps in achieving seamless software delivery. You can give examples of companies like Etsy, Google and Amazon which have adopted DevOps to achieve levels of performance that were unthinkable even 5 years ago. They are doing tens, hundreds or even thousands of code deployments per day while delivering world-class stability, reliability and security.
Which are the top DevOps tools?
The most popular DevOps tools are mentioned below. First is Git, version control system tool. Second is Jenkins, continuous integration tool. Third is Selenium, continuous testing tool. Fourth is Puppet, Chef, Ansible, configuration management and deployment tools. Fifth is Nagios, continuous monitoring tool. Sixth is Docker, containerization tool.
What are the advantages of DevOps?
Following advantages of DevOps. Technical benefits. First is continuous software delivery. Second is less complex problems to fix. Third is faster resolution of problems. Business benefits. First is faster delivery of features. Second is more stable operating environments. Third is more time available to add value, rather than fix/maintain.
What is the most important thing DevOps helps us achieve?
According to me, the most important thing that DevOps helps us achieve is to get the changes into production as quickly as possible while minimizing risks in software quality assurance and compliance. This is the primary objective of DevOps. However, you can add many other positive effects of DevOps. For example, clearer communication and better working relationships between teams, i.e. both the ops team and dev team collaborate together to deliver good quality software, which in turn leads to higher customer satisfaction.
Explain with a use case where DevOps can be used in industry/real life.
There are many industries that are using DevOps, so you can mention any of those use cases. You can also refer the below example. Etsy is a peer-to-peer e-commerce website focused on handmade or vintage items and supplies, as well as unique factory manufactured items. Etsy struggled with slow, painful site updates that frequently caused the site to go down. It affected sales for millions of Etsy's users who sold goods through online marketplace and risked driving them to the competitor. With the help of a new technical management team, Etsy transitioned from its waterfall model, which produced 4-hour full-site deployments twice weekly, to a more agile approach. Today, it has a fully automated deployment pipeline, and its continuous delivery practices have reportedly resulted in more than 50 deployments a day with fewer disruptions.
What are the anti-patterns of DevOps?
A pattern is common usage usually followed. If a pattern commonly adopted by others does not work for your organization and you continue to blindly follow it, you are essentially adopting an anti-pattern. There are myths about DevOps. Some of them include: DevOps is a process. Agile equals DevOps. We need a separate DevOps group. DevOps will solve all our problems. DevOps means developers managing production. DevOps is development-driven release management. DevOps is not development-driven. DevOps is not IT operations-driven. We can't do DevOps, we're unique. We can't do DevOps, we've got the wrong people.
What is version control?
This is probably the easiest question you will face in the interview. My suggestion is to first give a definition of version control. It is a system that records changes to a file or set of files over time so that you can recall specific versions later. Version control systems consist of a central shared repository where teammates can commit changes to a file or set of file.
What are the benefits of using version control?
I will suggest you to include the following advantages of version control. First is with version control system, VCS, all the team members are allowed to work freely on any file at any time. VCS will later allow you to merge all the changes into a common version. Second is all the past versions and variants are neatly packed up inside the VCS. When you need it, you can request any version at any time and you'll have a snapshot of the complete project right at hand. Third is every time you save a new version of your project, your VCS requires you to provide a short description of what was changed. Additionally, you can see what exactly was changed in the file's content. This allows you to know who has made what change in the project. And fourth is a distributed VCS like Git allows all the team members to have complete history of the project. So if there is a breakdown in the central server you can use any of your teammates' local Git repository.
Describe branching strategies you have used.
This question is asked to test your branching experience, so tell them about how you have used branching in your previous job and what purpose does it serve. You can refer the below points. First is feature branching. A feature branch model keeps all of the changes for a particular feature inside of a branch. When the feature is fully tested and validated by automated tests, the branch is then merged into master. Second is task branching. In this model each task is implemented on its own branch with the task key included in the branch name. It is easy to see which code implements which task, just look for the task key in the branch name. And third is release branching. Once the develop branch has acquired enough features for a release, you can clone that branch to form a release branch. Creating this branch starts the next release cycle, so no new features can be added after this point, only bug fixes, documentation generation, and other release-oriented tasks should go in this branch. Once it is ready to ship, the release gets merged into master and tagged with a version number. In addition, it should be merged back into develop branch, which may have progressed since the release was initiated.
What is meant by continuous integration?
I will advise you to begin this answer by giving a small definition of continuous integration. See. It is a development practice that requires developers to integrate code into a shared repository several times a day. Each check-in is then verified by an automated build, allowing teams to detect problems early.
Why do you need a continuous integration of dev and testing?
Continuous integration of dev and testing improves the quality of software, and reduces the time taken to deliver it, by replacing the traditional practice of testing after completing all development. It allows dev team to easily detect and locate problems early because developers need to integrate code into a shared repository several times a day, more frequently. Each check-in is then automatically tested.
What are the success factors for continuous integration?
Here you have to mention the requirements for continuous integration. You could include the following points in your answer. First is maintain a code repository, second is automate the build. Third is make the build self-testing, fourth is everyone commits to the baseline every day, fifth is every commit to baseline should be built, sixth is keep the build fast, seventh is test in a clone of the production environment, eighth is make it easy to get the latest deliverables, ninth is everyone can see the results of the latest build, and 10th is automate deployment.
What is Git?
Git is a distributed version control system, DVCS. It can track changes to a file and allows you to revert back to any particular change. Its